The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the assumptions, views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host and guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. In addition, all copyrighted material is used without permission and will be removed with notification from the rightful owners or their agent. So there.
From the deepest depths of the interweb to all the ships at sea.
You found Just Killing Time. On Radio TFI.
John Shannon, Bill Fancher, Ed Van Ness. Join the conversation. You can reach the guys at 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. On social media, search for Radio TFI USA. From a payphone, call collect.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
My fellow Americans, our long national nightmare is over.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hey, good morning, kids and kittens, from high atop the Radio TFI Executive Tower. I am Ed Van Ness. It is Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Welcome to hashtag Big Time Professional Radio. Things have been going kerblooey since we all got into the studio. Joining us from is the 1980 Posen, Michigan Potato Festival Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, our biggest baby, Bill Fancher. Good morning, Bill. How are you today? As usual, Bill refuses to answer because we're on the radio, so he just sits there quietly. More importantly, kids and kittens, after a long assignment on the subcontinent, bringing back all sorts of goodies and stories from his adventures, it's the one, the only... Welcome back, Mr. Shannon. How the hell are you?
Tired as an SOB.
Tired as an SOB. It's nice to have you back, John.
Well, I thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, you conserve your words. You're gonna need them later. Don't say too much.
I have a feeling you're right.
I'm pretty confident about that. We like I said, we started the morning having massive technical problems here. Mr. Fancher is sitting there in full-blown pout mode because I was unable to wave my magic wand with 1 minute to go to air. And he's literally pouting. If you're not watching us, he is literally pouting. Let's see. Somebody has taken the time, trouble, and effort to comment to us. Ken Coons says, welcome back, John. Holy smokes. This is a momentous day. Ken Coons, thank you very much, sir. Yes, all is forgiven. Welcome back. John, I don't know if you can see that, but the one and only Ken Coons has welcomed you back. Thank you.
I can.
We appreciate that. And again, it's a big day here for us at the show. Again, John's back. We're going to ease him back into the festivities. Bill is being a lump on a log. I kill myself. We've got a lot that we're going to talk about today. In mind, in hour number 2, we've got our football picks, and we are going to close Bill Fancher for the Chiefs. It'll be an interesting week of picks, I can tell you that much, from what I've seen from what the graphics department tells me, and they put all this together. Also be celebrating things that happened on this day, near this day, or somewhere in the area of this day throughout history. That's all in hour number 2. But for right now, John, it is so good to have you back that there's only one thing, one way I can see to welcome you back with open arms. Your favorite segment.
Go ahead and chime the damn bells. Go ahead and chime the damn bells.
It's the Radio TFI Market Watch, brought to you by Pete and Tony's down by the river. Uber closed the week.
By the river.
Wait a second, there we go. Uber closed the week at 76.08, up 214.
Down by the river.
Lyft closed the week at 12.87, down by the highway. Lyft closed the week at 12.87, up 40 cents. I got too much to do here. Tesla closed the week at 260.13, up 21.88. And finally, even Trump closed the week up ahead at 14.64, up $1.09. Now the past couple of weeks we brought you. Last week we brought you real items from the Trump store that Pete and Tony's will carry. But this week I think we have found the best one. Again, Pete and Tony's won't be carrying it, but it's the Trump $100,000 watch, and a deep look. Dude, there it is. The black and gold tourbillon. Now, this watch is going to set you back $100,000. Keep in mind, these are the same people that are telling you egg prices are too high, but we're going to sell a watch for $100,000. So now we're going to take a look at
three Rolexes for that price.
We're going to get into all that. Now, we've actually looked into the FAQ for this. Frequently asked questions. This is for real. This is not a bit. Everything we're going to show you is not a bit. So here we go.
I do have to ask you before you start.
Go ahead, John.
What is an FAQ?
Frequently asked questions. That's the FAQ.
The FAQ.
Okay, yeah. All right, so here's the...
Well.
All right, boys, get it out of your system. Let me do the bit. Here's the first question. Will I be getting the exact watch that I see on the site? And the answer is the images shown are for illustration purposes only and may not be an exact representation of the product. This is $100,000.
You're gonna get a Swatch watch.
Well, let's just control yourself. We're getting there. All right. The next question is, are these official watches by President Trump? The answer is these are the only official watches offered by President Trump and includes a replica of his famous signature. You know, the cardiac rhythm that is...
Exact.
The silhouette of the Rocky Mountains that is his signature. Moving on. What is the warranty and service plan for this watch? Yes, there is a 2-year limited warranty on the Trump Victory Tourbillon watch. The Trump Fight models come with a 1-year limited warranty. Yes, for $100,000. Look, you can buy tomato paste that's guaranteed for a lifetime. You know, you can buy a hammer that's got a lifetime guarantee.
Can you get these watches wet?
Well, hold on a second. The tourbillon watches are not intended. These watches are not intended for water exposure. So you've spent your $100,000. You're on your yacht with your 40-foot Trump flag flying in the back. No. You take that watch right back to land. Moving on. Is any of the money from this collection going to the Donald J. Trump campaign for president? No. GetTrumpWatches.com is not political and has nothing to do with any political campaign. Trump watches are not designed.
No, of course not.
Hold on, Bill. Let me get through it. Trump watches are not designed, manufactured, distributed, or sold by Donald J. Trump, the Trump Organization, or any of the respective affiliates or principals. The Best Watches on Earth LLC uses the Trump name, image, and likeness under a license agreement, which may be terminated or revoked according to the terms. Here's the kicker. Trump watches are intended as collectible items for individual enjoyment only, not for investment purposes. Now, wait. Right now, you can you're still on the fence. So you're still on the fence about getting. Okay, I can live with these terms. When will they ship? The Trump watches will start shipping. Bill, I know you're reading it first before I get to it, but you gotta let me get there. The Trump victory watches start shipping in October, November, December. The same with the fight watches. We cannot guarantee when an order will arrive. Consider any shipping or transit time.
Sippy cup.
Yeah, it's the same company that does the shipping cup, the sippy cup. There you go. Basically, what they're saying, we don't know when it's going to get there, if it's going to get there. We got nothing to do with that.
It'll come with your Trump tennis shoes.
Yeah, and by the way, what's the return policy? There are no refunds.
There are no refunds.
All sales are final. Now, by the way, this watch that's up on the screen now, if you're watching us on the YouTube, and we hope you are, like and subscribe, and hit that alarm, that notification button. This watch you can get on. This is the same exact watch minus the simulated signature. This is at wish.com for 58 euros. And whatever the this has been just piss your money away, brought to you by Pete and Tony's. Down by the highway, not by the river, as we all know now. It's
Flush twice, it's a long way to Mar-a-Lago.
It really is. That is all for real, kids and kittens. Here's a couple of oh, by the way, you can buy it with Bitcoin, which is of course untraceable. Foreigners and foreign entities can buy it. Again, they're just illustrations of what it might look like.
They're encouraged.
And again, just to sum it up, no guarantee when or if watch will arrive, and Trump not liable for shipping timing per disclaimer. Once again,
when or if.
It's the same, Bill. It's the same company we use to ship the sippy cup. It's, you guys are absolutely
apparently it is.
All these companies, all these LLCs that you send your money to for all this Trump crap. There's an address in Wyoming that I was looking at, and apparently it's a one-story building. It's not that big, but apparently houses hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of businesses on the shadier side of life.
No.
Well, and I want to take a little bit of a turn here before we get deeper into anything else. Any of you folks that it's raining outside my window right now. I'm not a little bit of what's left of one has been. So we feel for you folks in the affected areas, the Big Bend of Florida, up through North Carolina, and parts of. I was just watching hurricane news footage. This is entire town, way inland.
We feel for you unless you can the one of those that were walking out on a damn dock somewhere along the way with a Trump flag or some damn thing.
Right. There were a lot of images of people out there with the Trump flags, defying Helene to come in. That's a loser every time. Every time. Well said, Bill. Well said. I don't think I could have put it in better words. I just don't think that was. So, look, I've been saying for years, I wish TV stations and networks would stop putting people out in the middle of these storms.
Exactly.
We get it. It's windy. Set up a camera inside the hotel room. Point the camera outside. Stay safe. There's no need. We all know what the wind looks like. We all know. Okay, there goes up. And a lot of times they're just looking for something to fly by. I like to tell the story of a storm that was supposed to hit us in South Florida years ago. And it turned. We got literally 2 puffs of wind and a drop of rain. There was a reporter for one of the local stations stationed out on Miami Beach. He's in full hurricane gear. He's got the hat, the raincoat, the rain slicker. You name it. He's ready. It's a little cloudy behind him, and then there come a couple of guys in bathing suits walking by. Finally, they pulled the plug on the wall-to-wall coverage. They went back to the anchor who said, uh, we're going to conclude our coverage, Hurricane, ipso facto. We're cutting out again for that.
That's what he said.
Something like that. You could see the look on his face was like, okay, we're done here. This is we pushed this as far as we can go. Again, we apologize for the technical. We're dropping in and out. That's StreamYard. We've been after them to fix things. So anyway, again, we very much feel for you folks in the affected areas. Let's get back to everybody's favorite curmudgeon, John T. He is not his middle initial. John, you want to talk about what's been going on with you, or you want to just kind of?
Well, I'm back home again. If that means anything, I'm done at the rehab hospital. That's all done.
And that's good.
all done.
Waiting for some rehab to come here. And pretty much doing my own rehab between then and now.
And how you feeling, pal?
I feel all right.
I guess.
Well, that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to know. And again, I apologize. I'm trying to do two different things. Looks like we've lost Bill. Bill has dropped out. When we may see him again, hard to say. There he is. All right, we're all going to talk all over each other right now. It's like the old days.
You gotta love it.
You do gotta love it. Before we get on anything else, I just want let's drop in one segment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for MAGAs.
The MAGAs are deeply terrified of women's autonomy. Like creatures threatened by the unknown, they seek to control and limit it, fearing the empowerment of women will upend their traditional power structures.
Because in the wild, everybody, we'll be seeing more of that.
Well, speaking of our videos are there.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Did you happen to see any of that?
If John, what John's referring to, he was trying to send me for the show. If are you referring to the one with the parade in Jim Jordan's hometown?
Yes.
What I saw of it, it didn't really. We'll talk about it after the show. Maybe we'll have it on for next week.
Fine.
I stumbled across
3 dogs in a wagon.
Something like that. Because isn't Jim Jordan your new congressional representative, John?
No,
Or you're close to? Oh, well, you're in the same state. Well, you're in J.D. Vance territory too.
Yeah, this is also true.
But
anyways, there's a young lady that's running against Jim Jordan in that district. I've actually asked her to maybe consider coming on with us once we get our
shit together.
That's a good one.
You are fined 1 credit for violation of the verbal morality statute.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
You know, John, I pretty much had Fancher under control these past couple of months. You come back. Well, no, Bill's shaking his head. He's right. I really didn't have him under control. I was under the delusion. I did because I only had to control.
Illusion.
I only had to control
like a mofo, but
yeah. But excuse me. Speaking of Ohio and J.D. Vance, so we have the vice presidential debate coming up.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I think if you're a fan of raw meat and cockfighting, I think this is going to be the event for you. I
think
just
Lady
think
Gaga
ought
to be the moderator.
This is going to be, oh my goodness. I can't wait for this. I'm beside myself because JD Vance is just, and he wears more eyeliner than Fancher on a Tuesday night club. And, you know, it's okay, Bill. You. So, I mean, look, you guys were a little bit more familiar with Tim Walz than I was. John actually lived under his
command.
Governor
I've lived under.
Well, I think that says a lot. This ought to be good. I mean, you can already hear people screaming and yelling that it was fixed.
Oh, of
Still
course.
don't know how you fix the debate.
Of course.
John, I'm sorry. Are we interrupting you from your social media?
Well, I was looking for that video I sent you.
Well, I was looking for that video
that,
I sent you.
Woman that's running against Jim Jordan. And which just to be as descriptive as I can with this. And I forgive her because forgive me, I forgot her name. But they were running. They were having a festival. They were having a festival there in his district. Chili cook-off and the whole thing. Actually didn't sound too bad. And they're getting ready. They had a parade float going by, getting ready to go by. With the Democrats of that particular county. And they had it going. It was playing some Taylor Swift music. It was funnier than hell.
Well, like I said, John, I saw a bit of it. I stumbled across it. We will talk about it after the show. I really can't. You didn't hurt
yourself, did you?
I did not. Although I tried. Lord knows I tried to hurt myself. But as we move on, yeah, we're talking about the debate. I can't wait. Well, not only that, I can't wait for these Trump Kamala Baba. Anybody? Bill, why is it I can't get you to speak? Plus, I'm actually in the middle of a prepared bit.
Well, that's because that's how it works.
I missed that in the new contract.
Right here. Right here.
Oh, there it is. That's silly me. Put the load on me.
Just wait.
Oh, by the way, how are things going down in the great state of Tejas with Colin Allred, who was running against
Ted Cruz? Go fuck yourself.
I got Bill all worked up.
Bill feels better now.
Bill feels much better now.
Actually, it's doing pretty well, but take a wild guess where I gotta go Monday morning.
Well, hopefully it's not Houston.
Proctologist.
Ronnie Jackson's office.
What? Why? Why are you doing that?
They're actually going to let me in.
Stop this. Stop. Wait a second. This is No. Hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Radio TFI news break. Breaking news here. My goodness, Bill, tell us all about it.
Well, I'll see if I can get a little.
I'll see if I can get a little headset
thing so that I can record the whole show. But
the whole show.
It's like a vampire.
They invited me in.
Stop that. What'd you tell him? What'd you do? Tell him you were a 15-year-old girl?
16.
16.
No, they're going to work on fixing my VA license plate.
All right, so let me see if I understand this. You're going to go see. You're not going to see Dr. Ronnie himself, are you?
Oh God, I wished I could.
But Dr. Ronnie is going to make things right for you, isn't he?
Well, as well as he made things for Trump, I guess.
All right, let's backtrack here. How is it they invited you, of all people?
That's a very good question.
That's a very good question.
Thank you.
They did not see me coming.
Do they know who you are?
You know who? Do they know who you've been?
I'll be wearing my Kamala shirt and everything else.
Why did they invite you?
Because I got to go in and fill out the paperwork, give them authorization. Talk to the VA.
All right, now I have one more important question for you. They know that you will cut a bitch.
I got razors with me. I got a little teeny tiny AR-15.
You got a little teeny tiny what?
A little 9 millimeter.
Bones Barb's happy. That's true.
Exactly.
Who are you going to make happy with that? Me, you bitch.
Easy. You got to go meet the exciting. I'm beside myself with it's I bring as many body worn cameras as you possibly can.
If you hear breaking news out of Wichita Falls, Texas, you'll know.
Oh, his office is right there in Wichita Falls.
Yes, sir, it is.
In all seriousness, how long of a drive is it? 2 minutes? 3?
About that.
Oh, good. So this fits nicely into your retirement scheme where you don't have to go terribly far from home. More of a scam. Bill's been pulling this retirement scam for.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Republican security. I am.
Yeah, that's right. Bill's gonna sucking it all dry. That's fascinating. That's I wish I would get invited to AOC's office.
Oh, I bet you would.
That would be something. I
drool off your chin there, Ed.
Ed wear a spit mask.
She was part of a video at Boston College. All over the place, and she's like a sophomore. What a beautiful face. Just what a beautiful. All I remember is the face. That's my
all you could see. That's all you could see at the time.
That's really, yeah. Well, not really. Do what you do, and you just take one look and you go.
The peanut butter box is here.
Just to.
That's already came along.
Who came? Who came and went?
The peanut butter
box.
Oh, the peanut butter box. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Speaking of peanut butter box, Amazon workers here in the New York area, at least out Teamsters.
Are they Teamsters?
Well, in this particular warehouse, they are now all the drivers together, and you know, get the fact that it's Teamsters. It's just that they formed, joined the union, so now they have more bargaining power. And look, we all appreciate getting our stuff in 20 minutes after you order it. We've all gotten a little spoiled about that. But
Except
these people are
sippy cups.
I need to speak to the shipper about that. Order your gold watch while you're at it.
Yeah, yes.
Ordering your watch.
It's on back order. Yeah, yes. It's on back order.
Because they've got. But these people are doing a couple of 100 drops a day. That's a lot. That's a lot of stops to make. It's one thing, and if you're in a crowded city like here in New York, you can do a lot of stops at one time. But you start getting at, look, it's hard work. It's not easy work.
No.
I appreciate them for what they do. Don't want them parking and blocking me in. You got to see them. I give them credit sometimes for what they do. Some of them are just downright dumb when it comes to parking. We have one-way streets here, parking both sides. Barely, and they will double park a truck. And even though it's as far close to the parked cars as they can be, you've still got to fold your mirrors in, everybody inhale to try to get through. And there are days they're not my best friends. But hey, if you want to join the conversation here, give us a holler, 754-800-28. If you're watching us on the YouTube, else go to the YouTube and watch us. You can find us. Ken Coons did. Ken Coons also sent us a comment. We are very thrilled and happy about that. And join us there on the YouTube. While you're there, like and subscribe. We'd love to talk to you. Come on, join the conversation, because Lord knows I'm tired of these two.
You may not see me. You may not see me after Monday.
That's right. Well,
Bill and I might even start our own.
Oh no! Ladies and gentlemen, special appearance.
Barbara Fancher. We're thrilled.
Hello, Barbara.
The lovely and talented Mrs. Fancher.
Are you playing softball or something, Barbara? Barbara? I want to know what the bag is.
I have no idea, but
it would be very important in a court case if we recorded these things, but sadly,
wouldn't it?
Take this to your congressman's office and smoke it. Just put up a 40
still alive. The dirt out of her cleat. That's a hell of a warm-up swing.
I think she did very well there, and not that young Miss not deserve it.
Although I've heard she's coming to New York at some point in time.
Oh, by the way, I have to revert back to the watch segment. There was a video I meant to play. Realized I forgot to, but this is from 2016 from the Republican debate.
This is what we're going to have.
Here's the guy that inherited $200 million. If he hadn't inherited $200 million, you know where Donald Trump would be right now? Selling watches in Manhattan.
I'm wrong.
Selling watches.
I saw that. He'd be selling watches on the street.
I gotta look. I'm not a fan of Little Marco, but gosh darn it, he predicted
that was a shot. That was a shot.
That was a shot. That was a good shot, and it paid off. He played the long game there. He played the long game.
Yes, he did.
And Trump lived up to it. He lived up to the con man and the whatchamacallit, that he is. And so, speaking of Trump, since we're back on Trump, let's talk about, he was in Michigan the other day. Rambling incoherently last night or the night before, and literally sounded like
for a job with Radio TFI.
Yeah, exactly. So he's in Michigan, and a woman asked a question. Now, there is direct out of Gerald's pocket a $1 million bounty if you can find the answer to the question anywhere in there.
What actions will you take to ensure that our jobs stay in America so we can continue to build the best cars in the world here in Michigan?
So pretty much as we've been saying, and what I want to do is I want to be able to look your business. Years ago in this area, I was honored as the Man of the Year. It was maybe 20 years ago. Oh, and the fake news heard about it. They said, it never happened, it never happened. And I didn't know who it was. It was a group that honored me as Man of the Year. The fakers back there, see the fake news? But they said, oh, and they looked, and it, they said it never happened, but I said, I swear to you, it happened. It did happen. I was Man of the Year. And I came and I made a speech, and I said, why do you allow them to take your car business away? Why do you allow it to happen? They're taking your business away. And I didn't know too much about it. All I know is they were taking your car industry away from you. They said it never happened. And lo and behold, somebody said, I remember the event, and then we found out, and we had everything. We got the awards. We had everything. It did happen, but I gave a speech which at the time was pretty controversial.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the timer is on.
What the hell was that?
And
woman asked her a question. Asked him a question. Wow. And all we got is 15 minutes
to have infinity to
pat on the back.
Yeah, pat himself on the back for something that never happened.
Yeah, exactly.
That has been debunked forever now about him getting the Michigan Man of the Year. A, it doesn't exist. It's not a thing.
No, it's
B,
not.
There's no proof of it. And of course, he went to his old standby, which is blame news. Which here's what I don't understand. In their fake news, then why don't you ban them for rallies? Why don't you say no? If you're not Newsmax or RGBT, whatever the other thing, and sometimes Fox, depending on his mood now. Mind you, all places that had to pay out and admit that they lied about Trump. So, and yet people are still going to vote. This is what puzzles me. That, look,
you can't fix stupid.
Excuse me. I swallowed poorly.
I bet.
Oh, remember, these are the same type of people that are telling us to move on from January 6th that still haven't gotten over the Civil War. So, I don't understand it. I hope Bill's going to put a costume on. I don't.
Speaking of which, I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
Okay. Let's hope our prayers or whatever we call them are answered. And Kamala and Tim wind up winning the election. Are you bracing yourself for some extracurricular activities from Trump faithful? Hey, there's Mr. F Group.
I ain't got over it either.
It's Captain Parmenter, Wilton Parmenter. To answer your question, John.
What do you want, you dumb bastard?
It's a very good question. I'm going to try and get through this. See how many times. What's the over/under on how many times Bill's going to cut me off?
What do you want, the over or under?
The over or under?
The important thing to remember, and the knuckleheads that might want to do this again, is this time Trump being president. Things will be done. We're not going to wait 3 hours.
Nope.
And let them believe me. It would not be anything like it was the last time. Trump allowed that to happen. The president is responsible for I believe it's the National Guard in D.C. Everything he blames Nancy Pelosi for it was his responsibility.
He has no authority.
Not now, he doesn't. I'm talking about at the time, January 6th.
No, she never had.
No, she had nothing. No, she had no authority over that whatsoever. But he puts that out there, and he gets his goons to believe it. So yeah, no, it would become. I don't think it. Go ahead. They can, as soon as the crowd forms, they will disperse it. I think water cannons in January. Oh, that's going to be refreshing. Ooh.
Yeah.
And remember, who has to who oversees the whole thing this time? Kamala Harris.
Well, technically, no.
No, technically, yes. The vice president, the sitting vice president, oversees it.
I thought
the count on January 6th.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to count. She's going to count her own votes.
I mean, it's a ceremonial thing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It has no power. The vice president is there purely for ceremonial reasons. There is no. This is all. This is all just.
Can you see this conspiracy thing working?
Yeah, but it wouldn't have mattered for Pence, even though he was the sitting vice president.
Well, yeah.
That's where the disconnect is going to come in. This whole show on January 6th is just that, a show. All the counting's been done. Everything's done. It's just a question of people going up and saying, well, we give our X amount of electoral votes, which is a stupid system, but that's neither here nor there. Right. And then the vice president accepts them. The vice president has no power to reject or replace. The vice president doesn't have the power that day to order coffee. You sit there, you do your thing.
Pretty much.
And that's the end of it. And then we move on. In this case, Kamala, then, I can't wait to see how many gowns she wears. This is going to be. Doug Emhoff needs to learn how to dance backwards.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have to.
But remember, so Kamala wins. Let's play. Kamala wins. It's January 6, 2025. It's what all their the crowds are going to gather outside. Fixed. Remember, Trump is already screaming that the fix is it. He will be screaming it.
Of course.
Did it 8 years ago. He cried that it was rigged and he won. He still said it was rigged. This is his default position. But again, I don't see this. We know who to look for now. By the way, a lot of the people who are responsible for instigating all that are sitting in the pokey right now.
And they ain't getting out anytime.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
No.
What a coincidence.
It's remember these are the same people are good God-fearing Christians who just bullet in your head. And they warned us about the Antichrist for 2,000 years, and when he showed up, they bought a Bible from him. A watch and shoes and all manner of other things. But yeah, I'm not concerned about January 6th. Whatever kerfuffle starts up will be, it'll end just as quickly. We're prepared for it now. We know this is happening. There is no great conspiracy.
Which is ridiculous that you even have to have a contingency plan for this.
Yes. This is not how we behave. This is not how our country is. We accept our losses and we move on. That is it. You accept defeat gracefully. Not like a temper tantrum 2-year-old, Bill. Patience, my friend. Beg of you. Patience.
He says, patience, my ass. I'm going to hunt something down and kill it.
Exactly. Thank you, dog.
Well, on all this, I think it's time for another installment of everybody's new favorite series, MAGAs in the Wild.
The MAGAs react with deep suspicion every time Trump says China, his stretched pronunciation stirring fear. Like wary animals encountering a strange species, they believe China is a lurking threat, poised to disrupt their world.
You can find all that on TikTok MAG series. Just a whole bunch of, hey, there we go. We were doing so well there. Knocked us off, knocked all our views. We'll have the audio recording.
Ed, do us a favor and check your banana.
John, remember we have a system for that now, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
I like check your banana. Check your banana.
Speaking of bananas, I was saving this for hour 2, but since you've mentioned banana, and this is another one of our new segments, one of our new sponsors.
When I'm driving, I like to play it safe. That's why I never text and drive. With my Trunk Monkey, I can send hands-free texts. Send. I'm running late. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Bananas, bananas, bananas.
The Trunk Monkey Texting Edition.
If you want hunky, get with the monkey. Oh, so now he's a monkey.
With the monkey, Ed.
The Trunk Monkey. All Pete and Tony's. Greatest pieces of advertising ever devised for kids. I promise. Out to you here. Until we actually kill Bill Fancher. Until he laughs himself right off his chair. Bill, is it a fair assessment to say, and I say this with little fear of contradiction, that you be in love with the Trunk Monkey?
Trunk money be my bitch.
Showed John the Trunk Monkey yesterday. I believe you enjoyed the Trunk.
I'm sorry.
John, we showed you the Trunk Monkey the other day. I believe you enjoyed that now, didn't you?
Yeah. The first one I saw.
Yeah. Now the interesting thing is, and we're going for a tie-in here, is that John Shannon now has more fur on his face than the Trunk Monkey does.
Don't you worry about the fur on my face, mofo.
I'm up nights worrying about it.
Johnny's gonna be doing Geico commercials.
So easy. Ed can even do it.
Hey now.
Yeah, so easy and Ed can do it.
754-800-2428. Give us a call. Get me away from this. Calgon, take me away. Here's a deep reference. If you know that reference, you're as old as we are. That's unfortunate for you. If you're listening to us on the video, hey, go to YouTube, like and subscribe, and this way. Where we are, when we are, how we are.
If you're listening to us on YouTube, you're probably going, what in the hell am I listening to?
Look at the pictures. We're there. Actually, you know.
Yes.
So I wonder now, people that are watching this on YouTube or even on the radio, they're listening. Can they hear all this echoing and banging about that we hear?
What, that you hear? No.
Yeah.
It's on your head.
Do you hear any of this echo?
Oh. Do you ask me, Bill?
No, Edward.
Oh, I'm fine. So
Figures.
here
Set up.
We're gonna have an on-air staff meeting right now. Once Bill returns from his excursion, the land of opportunity, governing, we'll get together and we'll work out all these problems. I'm bringing a trunk monkey. Anybody else?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you.
I got a trunk monkey to resolve this issue, man.
Have you ever seen what a live chimpanzee can do to a man's face?
Yes, I have. It's very disturbing. Yes. I didn't live far from that woman who got torn to shreds by a chimpanzee down in Florida many years ago. Believe me, I am Charlotte. Call her last name, but her first. I got to see her face once. It is not.
You wouldn't recognize her now anyway.
She lost a hand. It was horrible. I really don't want to talk about it.
She was messing around with the trunk monkey.
Well, that's, or was it the Trump? That's what we need.
The Trump monkey. Either way.
Trump monkey. Oh, wait a minute. We already have one. JD Van.
Yes.
JD Vance is just one set of symbols away from being Trump's organ grinder monkey.
Little symbols.
That's ching. And
hey, on the debate, they're both going to be standing up or sitting on sofas.
I'm pretty sure that Tim Walz doesn't want JD Vance anywhere near him on the sofa.
I would say you get a for that one. That is absolutely
yes. Scoot over, dude.
I can't. I'm stuck.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, John Shannon has returned to the building.
I almost got a spit take out of that.
Man, he that one was going to be low in the dirt, but boy, he got a piece of it. And sent it right out. Damn alive. That was impressive. John, you can go home now. You're done for the day. You got yours.
I have begun.
That's my goodness. I'm very happy.
If you all don't like it, keep your own damn cards and letters.
All right, don't go overboard now. Just gracefully.
No, that's it. Don't push your luck.
Got a piece of one. Don't. Remember, now they're out for you.
That's it. You're going to get a blind fastball at your head.
All right, we've made fun of the. By the way, speaking of baseball, how are your Twins doing? I honestly do not know.
You can kiss my shiny metal ass.
I mean, they're not in the postseason. I honestly don't know.
Then I'm not going to dignify it with an answer.
I'll take that as a big fat no. I'll take it as they all have tea times. See? That knows.
It's that damn trigger finger. Arthritis.
Arthritis, yeah. Well.
It was an epic collapse.
So they did not make the postseason. Even though...
Nope.
What was it, 28 out of 30 teams now make the...
It's like the NHL.
NHL.
The NHL at one point, it was so pathetic. There were 21 teams in the league. 16 made the postseason. You had to really stink to join out to not make the post. You had to actively try not to make the postseason.
Minnesota Wild.
Minnesota Wild.
But no, the Wild came in and long after that. They, I mean, now it's, 32 teams. Still 16.
Why even have the regular season?
You know, there are times, but, you know, I want to see my Seattle Kraken. I want to see Utah Hockey Club. Do you know there's going to be hockey in Utah?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Coyotes moved to Salt Lake City. They're going to be known as the Utah Hockey Club, excuse me, this season until they can come up with a name. They haven't come up with the colors or anything.
The two Utes.
The two Utes. They're thinking about the Utes. It's actually...
well, they may be bring them young.
Look, I say try the cream of some young guy, but every
that was a knuckleball in the dirt.
It was. It was poorly placed. It's got its place. It's
yes, it was.
It's got the place. But now imagine it's 1950. You're from 1950, and you wake up to find out that the Stanley Cup final is between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Florida Panthers. Mind you, that's when there were 6 teams in the league. 6! And now we have teams all over this beautiful country of ours. And Canada. Okay? Oh, Canada, our home.
Our tortuous neighbor to the north.
We love our Canadian friends, eh? Well, not Quebec. Not.
Take off, you hosers.
How many letters in the Canadian alphabet?
That's right.
Three. How many licks to the center of it? Again, you cut everybody. The world may never know.
That's right.
It freaked me out every time I saw that commercial as a kid. The one. This is where they go past. It never happened.
Were you clinically depressed? What?
What? It was all a matter of thing. Precious little health. This was the 60s, damn it.
Yes.
Cigarette up here, kid. You'll be fine. All right, we're getting ready to get out of here for the hour. We're coming.
John, is that a shadow or a shadow? Crawl up on your face and die.
What's your problem?
Bill, are you just not noticing he's got a beard? We did the beard bit 20 minutes ago.
No, anyway. I understand that, but now it looks even worse.
May I?
It's my it's in my contract.
Oh, it's not. It's not. Anyway.
What's the matter? My beard growing out the shadowy
or what?
I'm going to have to mute both of them. We're coming up at the end of the first hour here. We appreciate it. And then
damn things alive.
Around for hour 2, where I beat Bill usually about the head and shoulder.
Too late.
Football picks coming up on this date coming up. By the way, our halftime show, as the boys like to put it, is hilarious. Stick around. We'll be back in a few minutes. You found Just Killin Time on radio TFI.
Parts of it anyway.
TFI.
You found Just Killing Time.
A real woman could stop you from drinking.
It has to be a real big woman.
On Radio TFI. Join the conversation. You can reach the guys at 754-800-CHAT. 754-800-2428. On social media, search for Radio TFI USA. From a payphone, call collect.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
40 years ago, when I started doing stand-up, everyone told me it was a great way to meet women. We'll see. I joined a dating site for people my age called Carbon Dating. I asked a woman on the site for her number. She told me it was 140/95. The great thing about dating a woman my own age, I don't worry about meeting her parents. Before I got my hearing aids, my crowd work was terrible. I asked an audience member where he was from. He said, my mama. I heard Miami and said I'd been there. Recently, my Uber driver was from Egypt, and when I got into his car, he was talking over a phone in Arabic, only I didn't see any device, so I thought he was talking to me, using syllables I didn't recognize, and I thought, so, this is what a stroke is like. I've become clumsy in my old age. Anybody ever drop their phone in the toilet? There you go. I did, and after I did, I put my phone in a bag of rice. Anybody ever drop a bag of rice in the toilet? I took a quiz on Facebook called, What's Your Spirit Animal? I got extinct. I had a colonoscopy, and when it was over, they said, we'll see you in 10 years. And I thought, the fuck you will. I tried using that face aging app. They said, nah, you're good. I'm a gamer. Do we have any gamers? What's your game? Rocket League. I'm sorry? Rocket League. Tic-tac-toe. Sometimes till 7 o'clock at night. Walking can be difficult for me at times. I do worry about tripping and falling, so I wear a helmet. I also worry about looking ridiculous, so I carry a skateboard. I used to smoke cigarettes. I was a heavy smoker. I would even smoke when I went jogging, which is stupid, of course. So I quit jogging. I love smoking cigarettes. I'd smoke after sex. I'd smoke during sex. Sometimes I would skip sex and just smoke cigarettes. I'm officially an old man. I give unwanted advice to total strangers. I told a kid to pull his pants up, his underwear was showing. He mocked me, tried to give me a wedgie, but the joke was on him, I was wearing the pins. I got a brochure in the mail for a prepaid cremation. No, it's a great deal. If you die in a fire, you get half your money back. Thinking of getting a tattoo? I'm just not sure what kind I want to get yet. I'm thinking maybe barbed wire, a skull, my home address. It's tough getting older. Went into an antique store, they wouldn't let me leave. Looked up, saw that light, started to walk towards it.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to hour 2 here on Just Killin' Time. I'm Ed. This is one of them is John. One of them is Bill. And guys, you got to admit that's the funniest old dude you've seen sometime.
I stumbled across him on Facebook on Thursday.
Okay. Hurt. He's a very, very funny young man. It all be so amusing. Anyway, here we are, hour 2. It's Sunday, September 29th, 2024. As mentioned, I am with the dynamic duo of John Shannon, Bill Fancher. Got football picks coming up at the bottom of the hour. Stick around for that. It's going to be a big, big day today. Oh, boy, there's bloodshed. Bloodshed is predicted. Bubba Lang once said, I predict pain. Say again, John.
Really big shoe.
Really big shoe. That's Ed Sullivan. Did I ever tell you the story of when I met Ed Sullivan as a little boy?
No, but you're going to.
I'm about to. I'm very much about to. So for those of you not familiar, keep your yawning to yourself, John. If you've ever seen The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, The Late Show with Letterman, they're done at the Ed Sullivan Theater, which is a mere few blocks away from where I grew up. Ed Sullivan used to do his show from that theater. That's why it's named that now. The one Sunday, a bunch of us are out playing at 52nd Street and 10th Avenue. I was about 5, and across the street, Bill, wake up, Bill. Bill, there you go. Stay with us, buddy. It's almost over. Bunch of the other kids are bunch of kids are around this guy in a really beautiful blue suit. One of the older kids crosses me over. Hold, it's Ed Sullivan. He's out for a walk before. I guess they were doing a live show that night. I remember it was a Sunday. Our video is just taking a crap. There we go. We're back now. We're back on the video. Anyway, long story short, Ed Sullivan was known for having a very dour expression, and but boy, his face was lit up. He couldn't have been nicer to us little kids. Questions, it seemed like. Then he went about his way. What a wonderful, wonderful man, and I'm so happy to have been a part of that. There, see, it wasn't that bad. I met a celebrity when I was a wee lad.
I've been to the Ed Sullivan theater there, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, theater there, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
What were you doing there?
Saw a Letterman show there. Oh,
okay. Well, then there you go. That's my old name.
He had Jack Black and oh, who the hell else was
nice.
on there?
I
went to see. Honestly, there's 7 minutes of my life. There's 7 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
Well, there's only one thing to do now, isn't there? Isn't there?
Come on, John, tell us. Tell us.
Tell us, Bill. Come on.
I've had a stroke since
What do we do now?
I've had a stroke since
Cue the band. Cue the band.
On this day, where we talk about all sorts of manner of things that happen on this day in history, things that happen, people born, people died, la 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 la. This one's for you there, Billy boy. This is special for you. In 1899, on this day, the American Veterans of Foreign Service, later known as Veterans of Foreign War, the VFW, support group is established in Columbus, Ohio, by a group of Spanish-American War veterans. Right where you are, John.
I doubt it. Right where I am.
Well, I thought Bill might be a little bit more. Anyway. In 1914, on this day, the Boston Braves, who were in last place in mid-July, clinched the National League pennant. And Bill was at that game, I believe. You weren't you were selling popcorn.
Yeah, it was a doubleheader.
Doubleheader. There you go. On this day in 1916, American oil tycoon John D. Rockefeller becomes the world's first billionaire.
Ooh.
I'm working on my second billion. I've given up on the first one.
Left-hander Vic works up, and left-hander Don Little ready to go. Here's the pitch to Wirtz. There's a long drive to deep center field. Mays back to the wall. Makes an incredible catch. Turns and fires it in. What a catch by Willie Mays.
On this very day in 1954, New York Giants Willie Mays makes the famous over-the-shoulder catch of the Cleveland Indians' Vic Wirtz 460-foot drive during Game 1 of the World Series at the now long-gone Polo Grounds in Upper Manhattan, up in Harlem.
Here I thought you were talking about Willie Mays Hayes.
You know what? I would have.
Willie
Next
Mays,
time,
Willie
it will be
Mays
Willie
Hayes.
Mays Hayes. Who played him in the first movie?
Wesley Snipes.
Who played him in the second movie?
Some
Snipes.
dumbass.
Not Wesley Snipes.
No,
Moving on.
No, it wasn't. Bill, you look like a zombie doing that.
On this day in 1962, at The Alley Cat by Ben Fabric and his piano peaks at number 7. That is one of two songs that at every function I was ever at, my Aunt Sissy would get up, and if you didn't know how to do The Alley Cat, she taught everybody. She would teach the room. I mean, it wasn't that difficult, but
that's like the first time you pick up a guitar, you have to play Smoke on the Water.
That is basically it. That is basically it.
Oh, the green onion. Green onion.
On this day again in 1962, same day, Green Onion by Booker T and the MG peaks. I'm Casey Kasem. Where are those pictures?
Come out of these damn dog dedications. Oh no. The Cantina Band.
In 1977, the Star Wars theme Cantina Band by Miko hit For one, I was 18 years old at the time.
Oh!
1982. You guys remember this? Cyanide-laced Tylenol capsules kill 7 in Chicago. Remember that?
In Chicago, bang, bang.
Chicago, bang, bang.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't have to go
Born on
bang,
this-
bang,
Bang, bang.
you
You
just
just
took
took the pill.
Yeah.
No.
Take two and call your pallbearers.
Put
in the
lime
morning.
into coconut.
into coconut.
1923. Bum Phillips.
Who you
coach.
call
Who
a
you
bum?
call a bum?
Calling you a bum. Passed away in 2005. Born on this day in 1935, passed in 2022, just 2 years ago. Jerry Lee Lewis. Anna's Lock Up Your Little Girls.
Yep.
This is a sad one. Born in 1942 on this day. Sadly, we lost her in 1990. Madeline Kahn.
Oh.
She did a lot of Mel Brooks stuff, but the Blazing Saddles was just, oh my goodness. Turning
Lily
81
Von
Stoop.
Just
I
saw
love this.
Blazing Saddles last night.
They're panning the
Oh,
crowd in the
Oh,
town.
well, there you go.
They're panning the town. They're in the street, and there's Lily Von Stoop with the 3 German shoulders. Ah, yeah. Having a birthday today, turning 81 today, is Lech Walesa.
Wow.
Everybody scratch your head. You remember Lech Walesa?
Yeah, I thought he was
Yeah,
already
I thought
dead.
he was already dead.
Turning 67 today.
Oh!
Andrew Dice Clay.
The Dice Man!
The Dice Man?
No, not the Ice
Dice
Man.
Man.
The Dice
Ow!
Man.
Easy, Bill. For those, Bill blew the system out. I've told you, and I mean it. I'm serious. You get too loud.
Do anything.
Get too loud.
I didn't even do anything.
Turning 58 today. From the Love Boat. Vicky herself, Jill Whalen. Ken Norton Jr. also turns 58 today. Great football player. He's a coach now.
Wow.
And finally, from the Phoenix Suns, and I doubt any of you will know this guy, Kevin Durant turns the senior age of 36 years old today.
Oh, yeah. Kevin Durant played at the University of Texas and then for
Oklahoma Thunder.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
And many more for those of you that are still alive.
And by the way,
And
folks,
those who aren't,
and those who aren't,
today sometime. So what?
I'm sorry, John.
Try again.
I was just saying, anybody listening, had a birthday. So what?
Okay, if you're having a birthday, sure. Happy birthday to you too.
Who
gives a rat's ass?
Thank
We
you.
do. We care. We care about everybody. Because we do. It's one of those things. We're the caring show. Care about each other. Care about all of you all out there. We care about everything. About most of all.
We got a mouse in your pants? Got a mouse in your pants?
God, no kidding.
Wow. Boy, it is.
Where the white women at?
From Blazing Saddles, kids.
Yep.
Let's take our final dip into the Megas in the Wild pool.
The MAGAs rallied behind their leader's promise to drain the swamp. Yet instead, they found themselves wading deeper into murky waters. Like creatures in a marsh, they now thrive in the very environment they once sought to eliminate.
Megas in the Wild. We can't get enough. So I came across something
Did you clean up after?
After it?
I did. I had a little. There was a little thing there. But that's okay, John. You just do you.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. I just had something I was going to. Okay, so I came across this. I think I did this on the show a few years ago. Long before. This is BB, before Bill. But it found its way back into my grubby little hands. It came into my purview, if you will. Get your dictionary out, kids. Feeling vocabularistic today. Now, yeah, I don't even. That's the problem. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So we all remember the Roadrunner. I'd say we all remember the Roadrunner. This was, I don't know what that means, John, but more power to you.
We will meet again, Link. If you even know that one, I will be shocked.
The monkey in the trench coat worked for CHI.
Lancelot Link.
Lancelot Link. There you go. Anyway, Chuck Jones, who did a lot of the Bugs Bunny cartoons, all that stuff, but he actually had rules for the Roadrunner. This is legit when it came to producing these cartoons. He had 9 rules. This is no joke. And when you stop it, as I read them off, you're going to go, oh, that's right, and that's right, as you start thinking about these cartoons. Rule number 1.
All right.
Roadrunner cannot harm the coyote except by going. Roadrunner never did anything to the coyote.
No, he always did it himself.
We're getting there. Rule number 2. No outside force can harm the coyote, only his own aptitude or the failure of the Acme products. Again, think about it. Rule number 3. The coyote... Ineptitude, yes, sir. Write it down, look it up later.
Google it.
Rule number 3. The coyote could stop any time if he were not a fanatic. And repeat, a fanatic is one who redoubles his effort when he has forgotten his aim. Rule number 4. No dialogue ever except. Rule number 5. The Roadrunner must stay on the road. Otherwise, logically, he would not be called the Roadrunner. Think about it. Did you ever see the Roadrunner up and think about it? You don't think about these things. Rule number 6. All action must be confined to the natural environment of the 2 characters in the Southwest American desert. Now, in their own cartoons, you never saw them anywhere else. Yeah, there were times they were in other people's cartoons. Rule number 7. All materials, tools, weapons, or mechanical conveniences must be obtained from the Acme Corporation.
Acme Corporation.
By the way, which is where we get all of our radio equipment. The
absolutely.
Rule number 8. I love this one. Whenever possible, make gravity the coyote's greatest enemy.
God forbid.
I want to carry with me a little sign that I can whip out that says, "Yikes." And finally,
why don't you have one now?
Because I ordered it from Acme, and
they
use the same
shipping company that Trump uses
and that we use. So, rule number 9, the final rule: the coyote is always more humiliated than harmed by his failures.
I don't know if you had the top of a cliff on top of your head. That hurt like a bitch.
Oh, he's a cartoon character, but he was always more humiliated. Remember, he survives all those things. He survives all of it.
He did.
No, And you stop and think about all those cartoons you watched, however many there were, and all these rules come into play. And they did a lot in those constraints. Oh, essentially, it was just how many different ways can the coyote fail? That's really what the
Have you
Roadrunner
ever
did.
seen a real live Roadrunner?
Oh, they're tiny. They're itty bitty.
Yeah, they're like that tall.
Yeah. There's nothing to them. But I've seen real life Roadrunners, the cars.
No, that don't count.
Don't count. But I have seen them. I've ridden. But it's fascinating when you start getting into the mind of. And again, you wouldn't have thought there were rules for this. But it's
somebody needed some.
And I also found it was a great hoping to stir up a little discussion here, but you guys are sitting there like you just got hit on the head with an acme.
Just didn't want to cut you off.
Feel free, start cutting, start talking.
I'll cut a bitch.
I'll cut a bitch.
Well, how much time have you ever spent in the Arizona, New Mexico desert?
Just enough to drive through it.
I'm sure you'd see plenty of road.
There's Roadrunners. Here in Wichita Falls.
Yeah, but John, what I see,
I don't remember that.
But I see coyotes.
Well, you got to be out. Well, you got to be out towards the lakes and stuff.
What I see coyotes with bills of lading from a corporation.
I worry.
That's when you. I find it very, like I said, John and I talked about this years and years. Or Bill, when we could have the conversation.
Had to been Bill. I don't remember.
Oh, John, you can't remember where you are right now. You forgot to shave. Come on, man.
Yes, he did.
I didn't forget.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
I chose not to.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that works too.
Pick on the Stroke Victim Day here at Radio T. Bring your favorite stroke victim.
We just cruel sons of bitches.
All about ratings.
I expect no less.
And you will get much more. It is sad the way we've been treating him, especially off air.
Well, I know. I've heard some of the crap you've been saying.
I find that hard to believe.
All I can say is payback's a bitch.
All I can say is
got a point. Yeah.
Well,
that's deep.
Johnny's just sitting there planning his revenge.
Yeah. Roll over our toes.
I'm deeply worried.
We love you, John. We know we love you. I also know now.
Otherwise, we wouldn't pick on you.
Now I know for sure there's somebody on this panel I can for sure outrun. That's it's pretty much a three-way.
As long as I got wheels, goddamn it.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You got that Acme wheelchair.
No, this one's good.
Let's run uphill.
No, this one's good.
Let's go uphill, John.
It's got the rocket in the back light. Got the rocket in the back light.
Yeah, you know what his kryptonite is, though?
Damn right.
Bears.
What?
I said, you know what his kryptonite is? Bears.
I have no kryptonite.
Chairs.
Stairs.
Steps.
Stairs. Oh, I thought you were going to say razors. I thought you were going to say razors.
So difficult when you got. The good news is kids and kittens.
No, Diane's already.
Is it that time?
Bill, take us in. Bill.
Cue the band.
It's time for the Guys and Ed versus the spread. Your weekly foray into the exciting world of pigskin prognostication. Each week, John Wheel Shannon, Bill Fancher, Gerald, the spreadsheet with a heart, and I will choose professional football games and select winners using the point spread.
Go ahead.
End of the season, the winner will claim possession of the Radio TFI Gilchrist Sippy Cup. Extra points can be earned by going for it with a 2 or 3 point conversion, if we have the nerve. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids and kittens, it's the Guys and Ed versus the spread. Well. Here we are. We've just completed week number. We're into week number 4. Look at last week. Last week was a bit of a disaster here. Bloodshed all over. John managed to pick up a point.
Except one.
John managed to pick up a point. Gerald managed to pick up a point. Bill managed to pick up 2 points.
And I picked up two.
And that's all we need to. We don't need to talk about anything. I put it this way: out of 3 weeks, two out of 3 weeks, I've gotten 0. Not going well, your boy. Oh, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Bill, try to control.
Yes, let's look.
Let's look. In the lead with 7 points, the one, the only Bill Fancher. Gerald is in a surprising second place with 5 points. John is barely hanging on with 3 points, and I don't even know what I'm doing here with 2 points.
Ed's just throwing darts at a board.
It is, you know what? My picks are more random than Gerald's, and Gerald's actually are random.
Exactly.
All right, John, are you ready for your picks?
I gotta see him first.
Okay, there we go. Take it away, John.
Well, of course, nobody's surprised here. The Kansas City Chiefs. Don't control yourselves when they call them the chefs. Great googly moogly, I know. Whatever. They are in.
John, we're going to have you start over.
They are.
John, we're going to start over again.
Why?
Just start again with your Kansas City pick. Because we had a technical glitch there.
Shocking. I believe the Chiefs are visiting. La La Land.
They are.
Where they are a 7-point favorite over the LA Chargers. I like that. I think I'm taking the Chiefs giving up the 7 points. The amazingly surprising Vikings are visiting Lambeau to take on the Packers. Vikings are a 3-point dog in this one, which kind of surprises me. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Vikings, getting an extra points along the way there. And let's see. That's right. There was the Dolphins. That team that Ed liked.
Miami. We're saying
I'm not 100% sure on this when they're are they visiting the Tennessee Tuxedos?
No, they're hosting them down at beautiful Joe Robbie Stadium.
Okay.
Just like it says there.
I know the Dolphins have no idea who their new quarterback is.
Nobody does.
But they have one hell of a wide receiver. And I happen to like the guy, especially considering what he's been through here of late. But nonetheless, Dolphins are a dog. And what was the spread on that? I forgot.
2 points. Dolphins favored by 2.
Dolphins favored by 2.
Yes, sir. And you took the Dolphins.
Well, And I took the Dolphins. Yes, they did. And I'm going to stand by it. Believe it or not.
I'd like to
So
see
if
that.
they don't win, Ed,
Yes.
I'm gonna come looking for you.
We got bigger, yeah, because it's all about me. All right, thank you, John.
Usually
It's not.
Move on to young Mr. Fancher now. Bill, what disastrous picks do you have for us?
If you'll notice, Carolina ain't on this list. Bastards.
Every time Bill loses a game, that team has got it out for him. There's no coming back for him. Pretty soon you're going to run out of teams to pick because you won't pick anybody because they're all on your.
You have that point.
List.
You have that point.
I do have that point.
Okay.
Anyway, continue on, sir.
Jacksonville does not know whether or not they're going to start Trevor Lawrence. So I'm taking Houston minus 6.
Planet Houston.
Cleveland and Las Vegas. These two teams are both psychotic. So I just flip a coin and however it landed. So I'm taking Cleveland minus 2.5. And New Orleans and Atlanta. New Orleans plus 3.
Not a good week for you. You don't really seem to have. You're not locked into anybody. You're.
No, it was kind of dodgeball. Putting my tongue on a battery.
Yeah, I see. All right, here's my picks for the week. Get ready to clutch your chest. All right.
Why are you grasping at straws?
Oh, hang on a second. As always, I'm taking my Dolphins, giving up 2 points, hosting them Tennessee Titans at beautiful Joe Robbie Stadium. All right, and the next 2 games. Now, you got to hear my logic here. It's the same logic for both games. Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
Philadelphia is a point and a. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I messed that up. Forget that Philadelphia going for 2. You know what? I am still going to go for 2. Philadelphia, should be 13.5. Should be 13.5. They were favored by 1.5 or a point.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for 2. I'm going to stick with that, but the graphics department messed up. So that'll be 13.5 points.
Shocking.
And it is shocking. and Buffalo travels to Baltimore. Buffalo is the underdog in this by like 2.5. Well, I can't let that slide. So we're going for 2. That one I only have to give up 6.5 points. I need the points and I need them desperately. And finally,
yes,
are you ready, Bill? Because now it's time for Gerald's picks.
Oh dear God.
Good morning, gentlemen. Well, I'll be a trunk monkey's uncle. Welcome back, Mr. Shannon. I missed you a bunch. Not like these 2 goons. Anyway, happy to have you back. Now let's get to the kick in your rear end part. Today's gonna be a big day for one of us. If I had bones, I'd be feeling it there. Shall we begin? The Houston Texans are the favorite at home against Jacksonville. I say, who cares? QB Joey Lawrence will show them a thing or 2. Going for 2, giving up 6.5 with the Jags. What else do I have up my sleeve? Once again, presuming I had a sleeve. Great googly moogly. Mr. Taylor Swift and friends sashay into La La Land hoping to stay perfect. The chefs may do it, alright, but not by much. Give me them Chargers. More importantly, give me those 7 points. Just 1 to go. Mr. Fancher, get ready to clutch your pearls in your chest. This one is a gift from the football gods. The Buffalo Bills head into Baltimore as Get this. The underdog. How? I ask you, how does one not go for two here? Buffalo, -6.5 points against the Ravens. I believe I have a severe case of onset first place-itis. I can't wait for next week. Enjoy the games.
Get a little ballsy with that new
fall
vote.
further and further behind.
All right. Here's the recap for this week's pick. John likes his Kansas City Great Googly Mooglies. He's up 7 points. Also taking his beloved Minnesota Vikings, visiting the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. John's getting 3 points. Finally, he's done the right thing. He's picking my Miami Dolphins against the visiting Tennessee Titans, giving up 2 points.
Yeah, John, you want to ride those coattails.
Young Mr. Fancher is taking Houston, giving up 6 points. He likes the Cleveland Brownies, giving up 2.5 points against the Raiders in Vegas. And finally, the New Orleans Saints, he's getting 3 points against their steep division rival, the Atlanta Falcons. Them dirty birds. I like my Dolphins against those same visiting Tennessee Titans. That's Monday night. Tune in. I'm taking Philadelphia. This is a change. There was a mistake made by the graphics department. This will be 13.5 points. I'm going for 2. Honestly, if the mistake hadn't been made, I wouldn't have gone for 2, but I'm going to go with it. It's like that mistake lottery ticket. You take it anyway. You never know. And finally, I agree with Gerald. You just can't pass up. Buffalo was just a mild underdog, like 2 points, 2.5 points. I'm going for 2 on this one, baby. I need the points. I'm taking Buffalo, going for 2, giving up 6.5 points against those Ravens down in Baltimore. Finally, everybody's favorite prognosticator, Gerald. Unlike Bill, he likes Jacksonville, giving up 6.5 points because he's going for 2. Jacksonville is the dog. He's going just the flip side of John with the Kansas City LA Chargers game. He's taking the Chargers, getting 7 points for it. And finally, like me, he's taking Buffalo for the same reasons. Not the same method, but the same reasons. Giving up 6.5 points, going for 2 as they visit Baltimore. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids and kittens, that's going to do it for this week's edition of The Guys and Ed versus the Spread. As always, we like to remind you, do our picks here. Bet real money. Real money. Bet the rent. Bet the baby's milk money. You're going to use our information here as the basis of your wagering. John, what do we always say?
You'd be smarter if you went and bought one of the gold Trump watches.
That's right. You'd be better to spend your money on Trump's golden watch. That's going to do it for us.
I will give you that one.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
John, you get a big clap for that one.
Keep
John,
your clap to yourself.
John's been waiting 2 months to do that one. Months.
I guess.
I'll be honest with you. I looked at that Buffalo game and I was, oh, no way. There is no way that they are the dog. I'm just Buffalo's in my...
It's in Baltimore. That's the only thing that worries me. That's the only thing that worries me.
Yeah, that's the only reason I went away.
Well, the line is a field goal, less than a field goal.
I mean, I don't doubt that Buffalo's going to win the game, but I don't think they're going to cover. I mean, I don't doubt that Buffalo's going to win the game, but I don't think they're going to cover.
Well, with the line, they don't have to cover. They're the dog. They don't have to cover anything. They just
they're not going to cover what you're trying to do. They're not going to cover what you're trying to do
for 2.
Oh, you don't think they can win
going for 2?
You don't think they can win by a touchdown?
No.
Honestly, Bill, Bill called me yesterday because Bill doesn't understand the rule.
What did he call you?
Exactly.
Called me a bad name. I cried. So he calls me, and again, like I do virtually every week, how things work. I thought for sure he was looking at that buff. Who's ever going to go for 2? This is the game. I want to see Bill. No, I really don't want to see him go for. Or you know what? I'm going to have to pony up $100,000.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
you are.
We're thinking about changing the trophy from a sippy cup
to the.
We're going to use the same people. We're going to use the same people and get the same watch. I spend $100,000 every year. I think there's going to be bloodshed. I think the standings are going to be turned upside down.
Oh, I don't think that's. Oh, I don't think that's possible.
Possible. Wrong.
Well,
no,
it is possible.
I think mathematically, it can't happen.
Oh, you're wrong, sir. I'll prove it to you.
No.
Right, so
Well, you know what? You know what? Figures can lie and liars can figure.
Okay, let's say you lose every game. All right.
So it won't happen, but go ahead. But go ahead.
Well, let's say you do. We're talking about mathematical possibilities here.
Okay, I lose 3 points. I lose 3 points.
You know, you don't lose it. You stay where you
I don't gain anything. I don't gain anything.
Stay at 7. Now, let's say I win. I pick up all 5 points. Oh, shoot, I can't. This puts me at 7. Gerald can.
Excuse me.
You can lose sole possession of first place. How about them?
Oh, well.
Some days it just doesn't pay.
You're right. You're right.
It doesn't.
We're gonna. Let's catch our breath and we've got. This is a bonus for this week. Here's another word from our new favorites.
Caught it.
Don't worry, okay? We'll make
I
it.
think it's happening.
Now?
Yes, right now. What are we doing? No.
Okay, everything's gonna be okay, all right? Breathe with the monkey.
The Trunk Monkey Pediatric Edition. An innovative idea.
You realize why his lips were flapping everywhere, right?
Don't be nice now. Your level best. Try to be nice.
Why?
It doesn't always work.
Why?
Roll with me on this one.
I mean, damn monkeys in here looking just like this.
Well, he's breathing
hard. I mean,
no, he's showing her what he's demonstrating what to do. Breathe. Breathe with the monkey, honey. This is killing Bill. I'm going to give Bill a coronary before this. Bill, there's like 15 more.
Oh, there are.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get you.
There's always that to look forward to.
Get the will on order because I'm going to take you out with the trunk monkey. I may send the trunk monkey over to you. Well, you don't have a trunk. You don't even have a license plate. That's it. Send the trunk monkey over to Ronnie Jackson's office.
I've got a license plate. I've got a license plate, but I have a trunk monkey come with me.
There you go. That's
that'll work. That'll work.
Oh my goodness, I'm just beside myself.
For you.
The systems, the technical problems seem to have almost dissipated. Only took 2 hours. Thank you, StreamYard. By the way, when I communicated with StreamYard a few weeks ago about it, they said, "Oh, we watched the show to see where the problems were." He bitching about StreamYard through the whole thing because it ain't us. It ain't us. Yeah, I've checked every system we have.
I don't think it is either.
I'm confident.
Well, then where is this damn echo coming from? John's got it. John's got it, and I got it.
Oh, the echo will take care of. That's another. That's
Hey,
a sound
Bill,
issue.
when you and I were talking off air, neither one of us were echoing.
No,
Gonna be
no.
There's going to be a meeting Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday. We don't know where that finger's been.
You do have a point.
We will make adjustments.
Logical idea where.
Look, we got.
I have no idea where I've no idea where I've been.
Yeah. Well, down to the Acme warehouse. Yay! We're all going to the Acme warehouse to go shopping today. It's going to be a wonderful day. John, anything else on your mind? Like to spit out there?
I got all kinds of stuff on my mind.
Oh, what would you like to say?
I didn't necessarily say I wanted to say anything, but I got a lot.
All right.
I got a lot on my mind.
You know what's not on your mind?
Hair.
There you go. Hair's not on your mind. All right, I got a couple little tidbits I want to read off here.
You got a couple. Little what?
Tidbits. You lose your hearing too. It is.
Tidbits. Okay.
Got a topical lotion for it, but you know. Keep this in mind, and I will credit the proper person. Before you criticize someone, walk a mile in their shoes. That way, you'll be a mile from them, and you'll have their shoes. Jack Handy. From Saturday Night Live. Got these little things. Oh boy, that's. Speaking of Saturday Night Live, they started their 50th season. 50.
That show
I
ever going to
end? I watched Saturday Night Live.
I'm going to say 50 years. Excuse me.
47.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Downhill after Chevy Chase left.
Pretty much.
I was going to say Bill Murray,
but
singer.
But you guys have just gone.
Timing there.
Right,
Ed was like a Republican. His lips were moving, but nothing was coming out.
Yeah.
How's that? Yeah. You better?
Yes.
Goodness.
There he goes again.
Where's the crickets?
No kidding.
All right.
And
Anyway,
I don't mean Buddy Holly either.
All right. So are we? Are we having massive patient issues again?
No, we can hear you now.
Hear me now. Okay. Well, in that case, right now. Bill, what do you think I'm going to do right now?
God, turn the show off.
Bill's giving a knowing laugh, like he knows what I'm going to do. Tell me, Bill, what am I going to do?
I'm laughing because every time you set up something, when you get to the punchline, you go mute.
Usually, it's you stepping over me.
StreamYard.
I had
doing after all.
5 minutes to go, boy. Think you can find something to talk about for 5 minutes? Excuse me.
I thought about something to say, Ed. I'll have something to say about it.
That's right. I forgot to tell you give you your opinions this week.
Yes, you effed up everything because of that.
I did. Bill calls me This is no joke. This is very serious. He actually does this. Ed, what are my opinions for this week? I could get this man to say anything on the air because he uses this as an excuse.
Take your hand out of his ass and trying to make him your puppet.
Exactly. He uses this as an excuse 2 hours a week. He can legitimately lock his wife out of the room, although that doesn't usually work. But she doesn't stay.
Doesn't always work.
Doesn't always work. But, honey, I'm doing a radio show. It's important for you, baby doll.
It's important.
But that's neither here nor there. So this is what I'm up against every week. And again, until the air comes. Every week I introduce, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Fancher. And clams right up. Clams right up. I can't get a sound out of him.
Well, I do hear
catching on to me.
Back there.
I'm catching on. John's a whole nother story where racing his new role. He's allowing me to drive the show. And
well, you're the one that told me you're going to drive the show. Quit bitching about it.
Well, I'm not sure you. Well,
Exactly.
Anyway.
Exactly. What do you Toonces the cat?
So this. Oh, now I don't watch Saturday Night Live, but you got a Toonces the cat reference.
Everybody knows the cat.
Up against here is.
Oh,
it's not right.
Everybody.
Offer me some.
Everybody
cheese.
feels sorry.
Everybody
for
feels
you,
sorry for you, Ed.
Nobody feels sorry for me. Nobody does.
They don't. They don't.
Quick poll. Your folks, you feel sorry for Ed? Let me
Show of hands
Twitter.
if you do.
Twitter.
Bueller.
I got a show.
Bueller.
Can I get a show of hands from everybody who's not here?
Exactly.
I think the opinion on Twitter is no.
What's that, John? Finish the sentence.
Well, I just said
no. He did.
Oh, there's a big surprise.
Oh, so now you two, now that Bill has his Iago back, Parrot, his bird, now they're going to gang up on me. Sitting here, I'm driving this dilapidated bus that we call a show here, trying to get it up a hill, down a hill, around a curve.
Who is it that used to say you ain't seen nothing yet?
He's driving this shit show.
You are fined 1 credit for violation of the verbal parameters.
What's your language, you bud? We're on the air.
He's driving a bus that came from a Tarsus family.
Exactly. And shit. Did I say shit?
You are fined 1 credit for violation of the verbal parameters.
Yes, Bill, you said shit.
You are fined 1 credit for violation of the verbal parameters statute.
What's your language, you bud? We're on the air.
All right, now that both of them are muted, I don't think either one of them knows how to. This is what it's come down to. Reaching into the clubhouse turn. We're coming down the home stretch. Bill doesn't even know he's muted. All right, unmute yourself, Bill.
Yes, I do.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Thank Jesus up above.
The blessed gong.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids and kittens,
I don't
we'd like to thank you for joining
I don't
us.
say no Jesus anywhere.
I'd like to thank you for joining us today here on Just Killin' Time. We'll be back next week. I may not have these guys back, but we'll be back next week. He's John. He's Bill. I'm Ed. See ya!
TFI.